like some of you said, the current media reports are, let's be honest, painfully uninformative, right? They contributed to misconceptions, biases, prejudice. I know some of you are media professionals or work in media-related fields. Give us your perspective, your insight on, how do you look at this media landscape right now and how they can be, really should be improved? Juan, again, let me start with you.
Of course. Of course. In the United States, I think there's I think it's a well-recognized problem that there's a lot of media. And so the same story, for example, may be reported on in maybe 10 different ways based off the leaning of the station itself. I think there's been a lot of lack of context being brought into a lot of stories. That context being used to paint the story in favor or against one party or the other. And I think it's more than about time that the media in the United States needs to step it up and, in a sense, report more truthfully on things. Take the full context into account. Put the private interests of others aside and work towards informing the people. Because an informed people, an informed populace is most effective in voting, especially in 2020 being such a key year for the United States, being an election year. I think it's very important that people need to pay attention to the media that they are consuming to make sure that they're not blindly falling into bias, but they're properly informing themselves of all different perspectives, right? I think it's important that, with media, that people not only consume from one source that may be biased, it's important for them, as I mentioned before when talking about international relations, it's also very important to talk with information, that you need to gather as many perspectives as possible. Talk to people of different mindsets and gather information from different sources, because that's how you gain the most holistic point of view and the most well-rounded understanding of a subject.